Well, good morning everybody. I'm sure quite a few of you will recognise that background behind me. This is a beautiful morning. They've tipped it to be the hottest day of the year so far, and this is Barston Lakes. We're here for our latest group coaching day. We're just waiting for Dean Barlow to arrive and some of the other lads. We're going to be kicking off about 8:30, and then we're going to be working our way down to this riverbank down here. This is where we've got a group of 10 where we're going to be group coaching today, and we're going to be covering running line commercial tactics. And if the weather stays like this, it's going to be a beautiful day. How nice does that look? No wind on it, flat calm, bright blue skies. We're actually fishing down in the teens today. We've got 10 anglers here. Dean's going to fish in the middle and do the demonstration, and I'm pretty sure we're going to get a few today.
I'm going to pick my marker. Obviously I'm going to stand straight in front. I'm a bit left, so my marker is, there's the bunker, that's to the left, and then if you go to, there's a little tree, then the tallest tree is just the top coat. I'll put it on quite loose. That's like, some of that will come off on the, some of that will
Well, Dean's had 3 or 4 casts now. He's fishing at about 60 metres. He's had a couple of liners, so he's just dropped this one a little bit shorter. And he's got one. There's been fish moving about out there all morning. They're not feeding yet, but it was cold last night. Dean actually had frost on his windscreen this morning, so it's still, well, it's March, even though we're here in our t-shirts. It's June weather, but it is March. But it looks a decent fish. I'm on a method feeder. It's clipped up. Had a good chuck round with a bomb to find out what the bottom's like. All the lads have just headed off now to the pegs, so they're going to get in now and fish for the next 4 or 5 hours. That's obviously where we can have a bit of one-to-one time with them, and they can focus on the things they really want to work on today. It's a good fish.
Yeah, that's on the shot leader. Shot leader's on the reel when...
Lovely fish, that one.
Beautiful.
Oh.
Nice and happy.
Yeah.
Obviously to see my beautiful face.
Oh, obviously.
Why wouldn't you be? That 360 completely impaled in its...
Yep.
There we go. I'm not going to hold it up because...
No. Get him back, mate. Get him back. No keep nets today.
There we go. Probably, what's that, £8?
Yeah.
7 to £8.
Fantastic start. I think the lads are going to get a few today. Well, it's been a slow start, as we expected. But Dave's in. Is that your first proper pull, that one? It's only been in about a minute, has it? Not even a minute. I've seen a lot of fish cruising about this morning. Well done, mate, that's a good fish. As you can see now, we've got a ripple on it now, got a wind on it. Lovely fish there, what we're after. Let's have a look at him. Yeah, beautiful looking fish, that one. Get that one. Fantastic.
I didn't exactly prove my point because I changed over to a banjo.
Oh, right. Down here with Heath, opposite the island. He's into one. He's been on 5-minute casts. He's not really caught much doing that. So he's just gone on to a 10-minute cast. It's been in 7 minutes. Yeah. And he's got one. We're guessing it's going to be a skimmer. Or as we've now got to start saying apparently, is it's a small bream. Skimmers don't exist, I keep getting told. So it's a small bream. Well, I don't know, I think it's pulling back a little bit now. I think it's a bit bigger than what we thought. But yeah, so maybe, oh it is. Where is it? It's an F1. Wow, couldn't even tell what it was from here. Oh, it is an F1 that was pretending to be a little skimmer. Look at that. They're the ones. Well done, mate. Lovely looking peg this, but it's so deceiving. It very rarely produces for whatever reason, but it does look really nice, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the sun is still shining. Back with Dean. I don't know why, but every time I'm filming Dean, he's always talking about snacks. He's always referring to snacks, donuts, sausage rolls. He's into another fish. He had that 8-pounder early on. He's had a bream since then and an F1, and he thinks this is another F1. No, it is. Did I call that right? I guessed that right. Guessed. That's it. Always a bream angler. Wherever you take him, he's always on the bream. A few fish starting to wake up now. Dan down there, he's got 2 carp. There we go. There we go. Lovely. Yeah, Dan down there's had a carp. He's just gone onto longer casts now. He's just had an F1. And Dave up there on the MPEG, he's now had 2 carp now, and I think he's got a couple of skimmers as well. So we've got a wind on it now.
Remember, it's like, even though it's absolutely baking hot, sun cream on, but it was like 0 degrees this morning, so it is going to take a little bit of time before gone to a smaller bait because the water's still cold.
Yep.
So we just got to remember that it's going to take a little bit of time to warm up, which I think this afternoon it's going to be good.
Dean's still on that same spot.
Yeah.
Just showing that you can fish into a clip and keep that accuracy, and he's caught several fish on that same spot now. Yeah, we knew Barston wouldn't disappoint. A bit further down now, and Steve's got one. Looks like he's fighting him back, this one. Just for a moment that wind dropped and it was unbelievable how much warmer it was.
You really want that specie.
Yeah, it is. Well done, mate. First time. Worth waiting for.
That was definitely worth waiting for. That's a double.
That's what
Hey, oh yeah.
It is a double, yep. That's what we're here for. Well done, Steve. Look at that, beautiful condition, that one. That's one of them Nigel's breads, got to be. Look at that, immaculate. Beautiful. Yeah. Skimmer this time. That was only in 2 minutes, so a lot of the bites have been coming really quickly today. It's another good fish. Again, it's only been in. How long was that in, Dave? 2 minutes. Beautiful. Quick bites for March. Andy's into one. We thought it was a skimmer, but then that's when they get near the net and they start fighting back. F1? Yep. Yep.
We don't have them down our way.
No, you don't have them there, do you? Let's have a look, mate. Hold him up. Yeah, lovely fish. Yeah, they're starting to wake up now. It's just getting up towards 2 o'clock now. One or two lads have fed the margin, so that'll be interesting, see if they catch down the margin. We have seen a couple of ghosties actually underneath the rod tip, yeah, which you wouldn't normally expect, especially in March on a busy footpath like this, but there is a bit of colour in it actually. Yeah, which is surprising, so I'm sure there's going to be 1 or 2 caught late on down the side, I'm sure. Well, it's slowly getting stronger. These lads have been feeding pellets, pinging pellets for about 3 hours now. We're expecting fish coming in. That is a cold wind, but I'm sure that wind will bring some fish in. We have already seen a couple of ghost carp down this margin, believe it or not, just here. Have you caught this on your pinging line, Dave? Or on
a method, just a bit longer, probably 65 metres.
65 metres with a method. Another good fish. They're worth waiting for. They've all been changing. Yeah, I know you're taking your time, mate. Make sure, make it count. Lots of fish being caught on wafters today, different colours as you can imagine. 1 or 2 fish caught on a hard 8mm banded pellet over that loose fed pellet line. He's still got lots of power left in him, hasn't he? I think he's a bit angry with here, I think. Lovely, well done, mate. Well, they're all doing a great job. It's been a fantastic session. It's not a 2-ounce skimmer. Matt's into one. He's had a few fish today. You can probably tell it's a little bit later on in the afternoon now. Was this on a big chuck, this, Matt?
85 metres.
85 metres on a method, on a wafter.
Pink wafter.
Pink wafter. He says pink's his favourite colour. I've seen his Peppa Pig socks when he put his boots on earlier. That wind's just dropped now. It's really like a summer's day now. And this fish is still quite a long way out as well. Had it been in long, Matt?
4.5 minutes.
4.5 minutes. Dean's here to supervise.
He cast it that. I don't go that far on holiday. How far he cast that?
Dean says he coached him into catching this because Dean says just chuck it as far as you can, and he's got one. So.
He's only going my peg now. My God. Very unsportsmanship, Matthew.
How many have you had today, Dean? Give us a rundown.
2 F1s, 7 skimmers, and 7 carp.
And how long have you actually fished?
An hour and 30 minutes.
That's not bad going, that, mate. All on the method?
All on hybrid, yeah.
Hybrid. Long.
Hybrid, 60 metres and a long way.
What hook bait?
White was best today. I'm going retro. I'm sort of like going old school white, and it seems to be working for me just lately. So
it's because white wafters are cheaper because there's no colouring gone into them. That's why. That's the real reason.
That's hanging around with a Yorkshireman, you see, trying to get value for money.
He must mean Tom Pickering. He can't mean me, surely. Or Mick Viles, is it?
No, Jamie. There ain't as many as tight as you.
Fighting back now, Matt. That one.
Yeah, it's a unit in it. I won't.
No.
Oh.
No?
Oh.
Just putting up a good account of himself.
Here we go.
You know, he's got his shades on. Summer fishing in March. Now, we knew Barston wouldn't let us down today.
It took a few hours for it to come on, but like I say, it was really cold in the morning. The fish are just waking up now, so.
What hook bait, Matt?
Pink 6mm wafter.
So 6mm, is it?
Yeah, 6mm have been pretty good because we're obviously putting pellets in. It's still, the water's still cold, and you put in micros around the feeder, and they will swell up to like 3mm, something like that. So sometimes you don't want a 10mm on when you're feeding 3mm bait. So a 6mm, just a little bit bigger than the bait that you're feeding, is the way to go. Sort of like matching the hatch kind of thing. Even though the weather is absolutely beautiful, the water is still cold, so the fish are still going to be cold. So you just got to like be careful and not go too gung-ho and too positive. So matching the hatch is quite important.
Good tip. Top tips.
Top tips.
Top tips. Is it getting bigger, Matt?
£2 now, you watch.
I was going to say.
No, it's bigger than that, mate.
You're making the most of it. Is that because you're on camera?
Dan's fishing down there. Dan Redley, he's had, what was it, a double?
A double. He's had a lovely common double.
Double. Steve's down there, Steve Norbury, he had that big double as well. Heath on the ends caught some now.
He's catching F1s and skimmers.
He's opposite the island.
That's a lovely, lovely mirror. Look at that. Beautiful.
Scooped it.
Well done, pal.
Well done, mate. Good battle. Let's have a
Battle of the Bulge.
Not battle for the bulge. There we go. Look at that one.
It's a beauty, isn't it? As always,
Well done, mate.
The condition of these fish in here are absolutely mint.
Dave's into one again. Another good fish. Just getting towards the end of the session now. It did get better, but But it has been hard, but just because we've been sat here, I'll leave Dave in the background so you can see him hopefully net that fish. We've been here in his t-shirts, the sun's been shining, it's been very, very easy to forget that it is still March. So we're in his t-shirts expecting to be bagging up, but like I said, it's still cold, the water's cold, but we know Barston wouldn't let us down. It's been a fantastic session. It's been great to see the lads here. Everybody's worked on the things that matter to them. These are group days, and Dean has done a demonstration of how we tackle venues like this. However, each angler's worked on their own certain thing, you know, their own particular thing. Anglers are at different levels in their fishing. Some have focused on the casting today. Two anglers today have never even fished to a line clip before, so they've done that for the first time. So whilst these are group sessions, we do put a massive emphasis on each angler getting exactly out of the day what they want. I've had loads of messages about these days. We have got quite a few again this year. So if you want to have a look at those days, just have a look at the more information and what dates they are, or the ones that are currently available on the website. Just go to catchfishingchannel.co.uk and just go to the shop or the store, and there are a few days on there already, and I will be updating. That sounds like a big fish. And I will be updating more of the days on there, making them more available on that store, on that website throughout the year. But I'm hoping Dave's going to land this fish, because I'm going to finish off the session really nicely. It's just coming up to 4 o'clock. We're just about to have a chat with everybody, a bit of a download about how today's gone, and just kind of share what we've seen, what's worked, what hasn't worked. One of the key things today is that the fish haven't really come in. They've all been out there in the open water, even when we've seen fish crashing. He's got that. Oh, it's another very good fish. Fantastic fishing. So just another upload for you to let you know what we've been up to on this fantastic sunny March midweek day at this fabulous fishery.